Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me here today for another pick a card video. For those of you guys who are new to the channel, welcome in. My name is Melissa. Thank you so much for joining me here today. And I'm super excited for today's video, you guys, because we are going to be digging into blessings coming your way. So we're just asking what gifts, what blessings, what abundant energy coming through from the universe is happening for you next. I am going to attempt to channel timelines in this as well, if the universe will give them to me. So we will see what goes on with that. But keep in mind, you guys, this reading is timeless. So whether you're viewing the video the day that I upload it, or you're drawn to view this video 6 months from now, 6 months from the day that it's posted rather, just know that if you're drawn to view the video, there is a message here for you. So go ahead and play it. The messages in this video are also general in nature, you guys, so please keep that in mind. There may be some messages that resonate very specifically with you while others may not. So take what resonates with you and leave behind anything that doesn't. It's totally no worries. If you guys want to book a personal reading, all of the details on how you guys can do that will be linked in the description box down below. Also, too, you guys, another quick disclaimer on readings like this. This is not considered to be your destiny, okay? This is just going to give us a read on what blessings are drawn your way or being drawn to you based off of your current energy. So if you guys are viewing something in your reading and you're not quite happy with the way that it's looking, even though I'm channeling positivity as much as possible in this reading, just keep in mind that you have free will. So you guys always have the option to switch up your actions, switch up your energy, and be able to manifest something different for yourselves, okay? So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into our card selection. So for our 4 groups today, we have pile 1, 2, 3, 4. Go ahead and take a deep breath. Think about your blessings. Think about what's coming in for you. And whenever you're feeling ready, go ahead and select the card or crystal you're feeling the most intuitively guided to. Timestamps are linked below so that you can fast forward to your video. Hey there, pile 1. So if you guys chose the little turquoise crystal, let's go ahead and see what the next big blessing coming through for you guys is going to be. All right, so we are starting off here with the message of trust. This says, I am safe, I am secure, in love I trust, my faith endures. This is really interesting, pile 1, because you have selected a blue crystal, and your card here is also blue. And so I'm definitely getting the vibe that maybe as you guys are viewing this video, you may be feeling a little bit of anxiety within you, or maybe worrying about something, overthinking something, or just in general at the time that this blessing is coming through for you, you're going to be needing to feel this sense of calm around whatever situation it is. So keep that in mind, take that how it resonates, but just know that the blessing coming through for you is in trust. So whether this has to do with being able to trust somebody important in your life, or whether this has to do with you guys trusting yourself, or even having to do with trusting the process, trusting the universe, you guys are going to feel really at peace and really at ease whenever this comes through for you, okay? So we do have the 6 of Cups in the reverse. Ooh, and then we also have the Star card. This is awesome, you guys. So I do think with the 6 of Cups reverse, this blessing is really about you guys kind of breaking away from things that are familiar to you, breaking out of your comfort zone and perhaps trying something new. And definitely in those types of circumstances, that can feel really scary. I mean, we all as humans, I think, just naturally gravitate toward what is familiar to us and what makes us feel the most comfortable. But I do see that you guys are breaking away from something that is a little bit different outside of your comfort zone. Or maybe for some of you, this is about kind of moving away from home, moving away from your family, moving away from an area in which you're really familiar. But we have the Star energy here. So this is all about inspiration. This is all about healing, rejuvenation, kind of doing what makes you feel inspired, doing what makes your cup feel the most full, doing what's really the most nurturing to your spirit and to your soul. And for a few of you guys, this could potentially have to do with like you like moving away to get a fresh start somewhere, or just moving away from those comfortable situations to focus more on yourself and your own inner healing and your own spiritual journey. For a select few of you, this could have to do with you being like the star, like literally being in the spotlight as well. So let's see what else comes through. Yes, so we have the message of change. Ooh, and then we have the Lovers. So yeah, I'm definitely detecting for sure that changes are coming through for you guys. Like I said, that Six of Cups in the reverse definitely indicates to me that the blessing is a change that's coming through in your life, and you guys are going to be guided to feel this feeling of safety, security through this change. Even if it feels uncomfortable initially, I do feel that you guys are going to be receiving this in a really positive way, a very optimistic way as well with that Star card. We also have the Lovers. So a couple messages coming through here with this. For some of you guys, this blessing of trust and change can have to do with a romantic relationship or just a relationship of significance in your life in general. But for the overwhelming majority of you guys, I'm picking up on this is more of like a decision that you guys are making. Even though this is not a tarot card, I'm kind of feeling the vibe of it more so of the traditional tarot. Like the Lovers can have to do with soulmate connections, and it can have to do with relationships and romance, but it can also have to do with making big decisions. And because we have this energy of change and really breaking out of our comfort zone here to do something that's really inspiring for you, I do feel that you guys are being guided to make a change, and that's what this blessing is. And the beauty of the Lovers is that if this is a change you're making, and we're calling it a blessing, right? You're doing it because it's really in alignment with you. It's really in alignment with your soul, your spirit, and the path that you're supposed to be on, okay? Let's see what else we get. All right, so we do have the message of care required. This says, guard yourself against deception and be careful of making foolish mistakes at this time. That makes sense because we do have that message of trust and really needing to kind of like surrender and trust in the process of what's going on. Could also just be a message of, you know, take care as you're moving through this change, being mindful of the steps that you're taking. And then we also have reinvent yourself. Beautiful. A transformation is taking place. Enjoy a new lease of life. Yes, you guys. So this blessing is really, I do feel that it's about you guys really, like it says, reinventing yourself, moving in a new direction in a way that feels way more in alignment with you and your soul mission and your spirit. And it's like you guys are having this moment of rebirth and just being able to do what's the most inspiring to you. You know what I'm saying? Kind of out with the old, in with the new type of vibes. So the final message that I have for you guys is going to be kind of like a time frame. So let's see what this looks like. Awesome. So any day now, this blessing is coming in for you. Awesome, pile one. This is definitely more, I'm feeling like an internal, sort of like an energetic type of blessing with a little bit of like you guys needing to like move away from old ways of doing things or moving away from comfort zones and things like that. And so really what this is saying in terms of the time frame is that any day now, this change is coming through for you whenever you're feeling ready to embrace it. I do kind of feel for some of you guys, you may be being guided to like go ahead and propel the change yourself. But for a select few of you, I also feel like this is just going to kind of happen. This is just kind of like what you're naturally manifesting, and not a lot of effort is necessarily required here on your part, okay? So I hope that this was helpful, pile one. Drop me a comment below. Let me know which aspects of this reading resonates with your situation. And thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Hey there, pile number two. So if you guys chose the pink Himalayan salt, let's go ahead and see what the next blessing coming through for you is going to be. Okay, pile two, kicking us off with a bang. So this is beautiful energy. You have the blessing of abundance. So this is beautiful, you guys. Abundance really just speaks to literally having all of the quality things that you need to feel happy, safe, satisfied, and secure. So abundance can mean different things to different people. I know for me, abundance, oftentimes I associate this with money, but it also has to do with energy and just the way that I'm feeling. abundance can have to do with having all of the things you need in your life to feel comfortable and safe and secure. So it can definitely be very like material aspects when it comes to abundance, but it can also be energetic abundance. But essentially know that the blessing coming through for you is really having this blessing of having everything that you need to thrive, okay? So we do have the Queen of Pentacles. And then we also have the message of Judgment in reverse. So the Queen of Pentacles, really speaks to, it really just kind of echoes what I think of when I think of abundance. This is about you guys being in a space of financial security, stability, really being in a space of nurturing not only your responsibilities and the things that you need to take care of, but also nurturing yourself and also taking care of the people in your immediate environment. This is a very maternal type of energy, so very mother-like vibes coming through here. But just know that this is about also being like safe, secure, abundant, financially stable, all of those things. You just kind of have all of your ducks in a row. Everything is together for you. Now, the Judgment energy is coming through in reverse. And so what this is telling me is that there could be a tendency here with this blessing to maybe, what's the word I'm looking for? Like perhaps there's some sort of a concern that's being overlooked when this abundant energy comes through, or perhaps there is a tendency to judge yourself or judge others, or maybe be a little bit overly critical about what this is going to look like for you. Yeah, maybe just some sort of a concern is what I'm kind of picking up on coming through whenever you guys are receiving this abundant energy, okay? Lack of judgment is also something that I'm hearing coming through. So just make sure that whenever you guys are receiving your goodies, that you are being discerning as well. Really evaluating everything from a higher level. Looking at the blessing from a higher level, a higher perspective versus overly criticizing, if that makes sense. Let's see what else comes through. So we have toil and labor. Oh my gosh. And yeah, we have the message of concern. That's so funny. So yeah, this just tells me that you guys have been working really, really hard to get where you want to be. You've been working really, really hard to achieve this level of success that you have here with this Queen of Pentacles and this abundance. I'm also wondering for some of you guys if the way that you're receiving this abundance may not necessarily be in alignment with your soul mission or your higher purpose or your higher calling in life, because Judgment card, this very much has to do with sort of like ascending. You know, like I said, seeing things from a higher perspective, really kind of answering the call. What's your higher calling? What's your higher purpose? Kind of a vibe. And so that's where I do see that there is a little bit of maybe a concerning energy or a worried energy around this, because it's like maybe even though you're getting everything you need, it's not without hard work and effort and labor. And it also may not feel like it's in flow with your higher purpose, your spirit, okay? For a few of you guys. All right, so we also have the message here of wisdom. To focus on the past is to lose the future. Heed advice from an older person, which will allow you to move on. Interesting. So I do feel this kind of falls right in alignment with this message of concern and this Judgment being reversed. So I do think it's going to be really important that whenever you guys are receiving this energy into your life, that you are, again, being discerning, using your judgment, being grateful, letting go of the past, maybe letting go of the toil and labor that it took for you to get this, and being in a space of appreciation so that you're better able to appreciate what you have and move forward in a positive direction. We also have the message of property. This says a property purchase or sale for many, but heed security concerns in any transactions. This is so funny with those messages of concern and the Judgment reversed. Yeah. So you guys, abundance is coming through for you. You know, the blessing is that you're having everything that you need to be safe, secure, comfortable, in your power. I feel like you guys are going to have more than enough around you to buy anything you need to buy, do anything you need to do, make whatever move you need to make for yourself. But there are just a couple of red flags popping up here just around security, being discerning, making sure that you're making wise decisions. Maybe some of you guys are selling property, purchasing property, and just needing to make sure that you are reviewing all of the details you need to review before kind of diving in and signing onto a lease or signing onto some sort of a contract or whatever. So let's see when the blessing is coming through for you, pile 2. So we have unexpectedly. Okay, so no specific timeline here. So I guess just be on the lookout for this abundant energy to come through for you. And I think, pile 2, just pay attention to any like little, nudges that you're getting in your intuition around any of this abundant energy coming through. That's probably like the biggest thing that I'm seeing. So just pay attention to your intuition, and unexpectedly, this abundance, this situation is going to kind of make itself known to you. So hopefully this was helpful, pile 2. Please leave me a comment below and let me know which aspects of the reading resonated with you. Thank you so much for joining me here today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hey there, pile number 3. So if you guys chose this beautiful rose quartz, let's go ahead and see what the next blessings are flowing in for you guys. Yes! So you guys have the blessing of romance. I freaking love this. I always love when there is romance coming in for someone. So romance card, this can just have to do with you guys having a new opportunity to connect with a new romantic partner for some of you. This could also just simply have to do with you guys kind of like reigniting the spark in an existing relationship. So if you guys have been in like a long-term relationship, you guys know that like sometimes things ebb and flow. We have that intense chemistry when we first meet this person. But then like as time goes on, we get comfortable, you sometimes have to spice it up a little bit. So for some of you guys, if you're already in a relationship, the blessing of romance is coming through to keep this connection, what's the word I'm looking for? Sorry, you guys, I just like totally had a brain fart, but you guys get what I mean. Okay, let's just keep going. All right, so we have the 5 of Cups. Yes, and then we have the Ace of Wands. So I definitely think that this period of romance is coming through for you guys, perhaps after some sort of like a disappointment in your relationship or disappointment just in general. I do have the 5 of Cups here. So this talks about having, some feelings of regret, maybe some feelings of conflict or just like sadness. So maybe some of you guys, you've been fighting with your partner, or for others of you, maybe this is about just having gone through a breakup of some sort, or just some sort of like low vibe energy that certainly doesn't feel romantic, okay? But with the Ace of Wands here, this is all about like reigniting a spark. So it's definitely very spicy energy. And I feel like this is about, especially if you guys are already in a relationship, this is just about like reviving the connection, moving away from any sort of like conflict that the two of you have been having, and like getting that spark back. And if you guys are single, this romantic energy just talks about like leaving the past in the past and a new connection coming through for you that is going to help to sort of like reignite. Now, I will say Ace of Wands is very like sexual energy, very passionate energy, definitely very spicy. So just keep that in mind. It is an ace, so it has to do with potentials, and you have to be able to nurture this for it to be able to grow into something more. Okay, so just kind of keep that in mind. So we have the message of the main female. Ooh, and then we have the mature man. I love it. So yeah, this definitely feels like a romantic connection for sure. Look, we have the number 5 here twice. So, and this, oh my gosh, you guys, this reduces down to a 5. So that's really interesting, you guys. 5s definitely have to do with challenging times, like challenges, conflicts, kind of like tougher energies that you have to work through. But the positive thing is that the number 5, it challenges us so that we can grow. It challenges us so we can grow into better versions of ourselves. And so maybe for some of you guys in a relationship, this is just about the connection going through a little tough spot so that you can be able to rebuild that sexy spark that kind of brought you together in the first place. Like forgetting about the bad stuff that's happened. It always happens in connections. Like no relationship is perfect. And focusing more on like, okay, what ignited me about this person in the first place? How do we spice this up? How do we reconnect? The masculine here is represented by a number 5. So I do feel like there could be, the masculine here is the one that's maybe being initiated to change for some of you guys. That's just something that I'm noticing here. And then the feminine is actually here holding a rose. So you have 2 roses here. So red roses. So I think of romance and love. And so I do feel the feminine here is bringing in more of this like loving romantic energy. The masculine is the one that's being ignited to make some changes here. So take what resonates for you. That's just sort of intuitively what I'm picking up from the imagery here in the cards. Okay. Woo. All right, so we have manifestations. A bountiful time awaits you. Your wishes could manifest right before your eyes. So I do feel for some of you, this could be something that you and your partner, or just you if you're single, have been manifesting and really calling in to help this connection out. So it feels like this is something you guys could have been kind of working on for a long time or trying to attract into the connection for a while. All right, and then we do have the message of challenges. Take time out from problems or conflicts or approach softly to avoid making matters worse. You guys, this makes a lot of sense. It's really coming together really smoothly for you, pile 3. So yeah, the 5 of Cups is really what's speaking of the challenges here. And I do see the feminine here as coming in as like very soft and romantic, right? So I do think that as you are moving through, this is a blessing. Remember, this is positive energy, but there's always advice that we can take. So you guys are just being guided to make sure that you're taking a soft approach with this romantic energy. And if your masculine is coming forward and making that effort, you guys are just really being guided to like receive it and just put the past in the past, put the conflict to the side, and just receive the effort that your masculine is trying to put in. Because remember, the Ace of Wands, it's a quick spark that's ignited, but it can go out really fast. Just as fast as it's ignited, it can be put out. So I feel like just intuitively, if you guys take this soft approach and are more receptive to the other party that's trying to make the effort, that this blessing will come through really strong and actually really help to sort of revive the spark in this connection. But if you're going to focus on this, it might not work, okay? So for your time frame, we have the message of keep going, which is really interesting. So no specific time frame came through, and so when that happens, that just means that you guys are not supposed to know the time frame, okay? This is just talking about keep going. So I'm getting the impression that this is like an ongoing energy that maybe you guys are experiencing in your connection currently, or this is talking about keep going with your manifestations, keep going with your focus on gratitude and positivity with, leaving the past in the past. And again, we talked about with this Ace of Wands, how this is just like a seed, okay? And it needs to be nurtured in order for it to grow into something more. So with this romantic energy, you guys have the seed of potential here with the 2 parties involved. So you're just being really guided to make sure that you are watering that seed. Okay, does that make sense? This blessing is going to take continuous effort in order for it to really bloom and develop fully, okay? So hopefully that made sense, pile 3. Definitely let me know how the message resonated with you. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Hey there, group number 4. So if you chose the little purple fluorite candy, let's go ahead and see what blessings are coming through for you guys. All right, so you guys have the blessing of energy. So energy, this is really interesting. And when I'm reading this, there's a lot of messages here about fire and passion is what I'm picking up on, and being able to shine. So I feel like you guys are going to potentially be in the spotlight, or going to potentially be needing the energy to really kind of like light a fire within yourselves to perform something or to do something or to accomplish a goal. And so energy is going to be needed, and energy is going to be the blessing that is coming through for you guys, in order to accomplish whatever you're accomplishing. But let's see what else comes through. So we have the 4 of Swords, but it is reversed. And then we have the Strength card in reverse. Yeah, that's interesting, you guys, because strength does have to do with being confident and being courageous and being able to sort of like move forward. And when we have energy right next to it, this really talks about, you know, having the fire and the energy to push forward, to shine, right? To be in the spotlight. So with strength being reversed, I can kind of sense that maybe leading up to this blessing that you guys may not be feeling so good, or maybe not feeling so confident in yourselves. There's definitely something here with like a lack of energy, a lack of strength, a lack of confidence, courage, whatever the case is. But with this Four of Swords being reversed, is really positive, because this is about kind of getting to that place where it's like, all right, I've been in rest for too long. I've been in Zen mode for too long. I've thought about this all I can think about it. Now it's time for me to go. So you guys are ready. Whatever this energy is that you're requiring, it's like you're ready to do it. So I see it as being really positive, but you guys may have to put in a little bit of effort to get yourselves fully there. I don't know if it's going to come to you super naturally, if that makes sense, because with the Strength card reversed, this just tells me that you guys might not be feeling the most confident in yourselves, but you're totally capable, and it is within you. So let's just see what else comes through and kind of get some more insight here into your situation. So we have judication, okay. Ooh, okay, and then we have journey. I love this. Okay, so judication is making me feel like you guys have some sort of decision that you need to make, and maybe you've been kind of like resting on it for a while, thinking about it for a while, taking space from it for a little while, and now you know that it's time to kind of like muster up the courage to sort of step up to the plate and make this move. Journey is about, you know, literally going on a journey, going on an adventure, onto a new path, trying something new. I'm kind of getting like a move situation involved or travel involved here for some of you guys, because I'm seeing like these bags here being loaded onto the train. So there's some sort of a new path, whether it's physically you guys moving and going onto like a physically new path, or it's just like an energetic new path, something like that. There's a decision that's need to be made here. Judgment and discernment is going to be really important, but also courage and strength is going to be really important as well. For a select few of you, this could have to do with legal matters, but really the overall energy I'm picking up from this is just about needing to make kind of a neutral decision, but maybe a decision, because like when it comes to judges and justice, right? Like not every decision that is fair and lawful is always like what feels good inside, but you do it because you know that you have to do it. You know, you do it because you know it's like what's the most neutral, the best for everybody in the whole situation, versus just like leaning more toward one party or another. And that's kind of the vibe that I'm picking up on here for you, pile 4. It's like the blessing is getting that energy, getting that spark ignited within you to have the confidence to make the right decision that feels fair and that feels good and appropriate for you and others involved in your life, okay? Let's see what else we get. All right, so we have the message of health, an excellent time to start an exercise program or diet. Many new friendships are on the horizon. So we did have this talk here about a new journey, and strength reverse can have to do sometimes with not feeling good physically as well. So for some of you guys, this blessing could literally be about you starting on this new health journey to get yourself in shape, to get yourself feeling better, eating better, moving around a little bit more. And that's kind of where the energy is coming from. That's awesome. And that makes sense because like, so for me, you guys, I like working out, but I hate eating healthy. You know what I mean? I just want to eat junk food all the time. If I really could, I would, but I can't. So it's like sometimes when it comes to health journeys, it's like, okay, I know it's the right thing to do, but is it what I actually want to do? No, like I'd rather be eating a cookie, but here we are. Do you get what I mean? All right, and then we have the message of surprise. It says, a disappointment will be followed by a pleasant surprise. An invitation could bring love to those searching. Ooh, pile 4. That's awesome. So, you know, I think as you're embarking on this new journey, however it resonates for you, whether it's health or otherwise, you know, I do feel that you guys may experience some ups and downs here, but what this is really talking about is that through any disappointment or any roadblock that you experience, it's followed by something that's better for you. Whatever is not meant for you is not really for you. Like it's not going to stay. Anything that's for you will remain in your life. Do you get what I'm saying? So I do think that you guys are going on a new path, and I think that's going to actually open up a lot of doors for you to connect with new people, because both of these cards here talked about an invitation for love, and this one talked about an invitation for friendship. So you guys are kind of mustering up this courage and this energy to do something new that might be slightly out of your comfort zone, is what I'm really picking up on here. But it's going to bring in the blessing of friendships and just new people in your life that are really meant to be there, which is awesome. So the final card, this was supposed to be your timeline, okay? And this says, if you initiate. So no specific timeline given here, you guys, which I think is even better, because this means that you can really take control of the situation and take the matters into your own hands. And so if you initiate just really talks about this blessing is coming through if you initiate it, okay? So if you guys muster up the courage to pull yourself out of your comfort zone and pull yourself into these situations that maybe aren't as comfortable for you, starting off on this new path, you have this blessing of energy, confidence, friendships, love, really able to come through for you, a new journey, something that's really meant to serve you in your highest good. So if you initiate, just talks about whenever you're ready, the blessing's here for you, which is great. So you don't have to wait around. You can just create it yourself, and that's the best blessing of all, in my opinion. All right, pile 4. Well, I hope this was helpful for you guys. Please leave me a comment below. Let me know which aspects of the reading resonated with you the most. Thank you for taking the time to watch, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.